So the Africa Canarias Challenge was born in 2021. It targeted young people from, in this case, Senegal and the Canary Islands that wanted to develop projects to work on the post-COVID economy that could create a good impact on their communities. Then the following edition in 2022, the main focus was the agricultural sector, and it targeted entrepreneurs, or more like people with a desire for entrepreneurship from Mauritania and the Canary Islands that also wanted to develop projects that will tackle problems in the sector. So up until this point, the profiles were more vinculated to vocational training or early years of university education. And this is worth mentioning because in this edition we wanted to take the program to the next level. So we wanted to focalize more on researchers, not only PhD students but also PhDs with postdoctoral research, and also entrepreneurs that already had their startups or their spin-offs but wanted to look for new markets or to develop their projects in another markets or contribute from this collaboration in any other way. So we believe that there are three main objectives of this program, or that this program aims to. The first one would be to foster collaboration between researchers and entrepreneurs of both regions. Then another important one is to mobilize the capacities and resources of each territory so that a synergistic collaboration can emerge to bring in all the good things we have to Morocco, and that Morocco can bring all the expertise they have also, and especially for their part, their infrastructure and their resources, and maybe in our side, the knowledge that characterizes the long journey that our universities have passed. And then also the ultimate goal of this project is to develop viable solutions that can tackle the problems or the challenges that we identified in the three main areas of this program that are water, health, and energy. Okay, so the outcomes of this program go hand in hand with the different profiles we have as participants. So one outcome can be collaboration in the universities, research centers, and more the academia area. Then another outcome can be eventually to develop R&D projects that can potentially reach the market. And of course, ideal outcome that can eventually occur maybe in the long term is to create spin-offs or startups. So transversal to these three outcomes, I believe that it's key to be aware that there is a need of funding for the continuation of these projects, so that they do not end in the Africa Canarias Challenge, but that they can be sustainable over time. So that is why these three outcomes are accompanied by the application on competitive calls, international or national, or any other funding line that can help these projects to be funded and their progress and their continuation. We believe that the University Mohammed VI Polytechnic is an essential collaborator to this program. It is a young university that has done a remarkable job in technology transfer processes in a short period of time. They are focused in addressing real-life challenges so that this research conducted can eventually reach the market. So that vision they have makes us bring to the panorama our main public universities, that are University of La Laguna and University of Las Palmas de Gran Canaria. They are universities with a long journey, a lot of experience, a high level of knowledge. So this is why this collaboration can be fruitful, because they can complement each other and they can share from our part all the knowledge and the experience of all these years that the universities have been running, and they can bring this innovative vision to see research and how it can reach the market that we think it's key in today's world. So first, in July, we launched the call for applicants. The call was open for a month and we received a high number of applications, all of great quality, so high-level profiles as we expected because of the focus that this edition has. Then during August we selected the profiles that were more interesting to the program, and in September we communicated to the final participants the decision, and we launched the kickoff, where the three main universities, the three main collaborators of the program, could explain their ways of technology transfer processes. They made presentations also on the institutional part, how they were structured, also their infrastructure, their capacities, because we believe that was key to start the collaboration, so that everyone was in a good context on where this collaboration starts. Then we conducted workshops, thematic workshops on the different areas we are working on, that are health, energy and water. In these workshops we explained the main challenges, and also participants could introduce themselves, so they got to know each other virtually, but they started to knowing each other, so that working groups could emerge and they could start working on these collaborative projects that the program looks for. And then at the end of October we went to Benguerir. We had there a boot camp. We were also accompanied by the president of the Canary Islands, that delivered a speech on the importance of this collaboration and the importance of innovation and technology and science. And well, in the bootcamp, participants had the chance to meet each other in person, that before that they hadn't, and it was key because there they could continue to work on their collaborative projects. So it is key to understand that even though this program has an end, that is the end of November, we believe that this collaboration will continue and have a long-term vision. And of course, for this it is very important to support the projects, to understand their viability, to accompany them with joint calls, for example, supported by both of the governments, from the government of the Canary Islands and the government of Morocco. And it could be effective because, as the President mentioned in its visit, it is key to support these kind of initiatives. And we strongly believe that this can have a long-term vision.